Welcome to Wasted Youth. I'm Gar, and I've wasted money on lots of stuff. I collect everything. What do I collect? Comic books, action figures, vinyl, cassettes, video games, board games, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, tabletop games, everything. Hello. Welcome. We're going to do some Star Wars toys. I'm going to do 4 Star Wars toys. I'm going to say a lot. We're trying out some new cameras. I'm going to see how the new cameras work. I'm doing a new intro. I made a new intro because the old one was a little bit long. Right, what we got first? I thought I had more Star Wars action figures. I had so many, but they're gone. These guys that I have now, I'm pretty sure are mine. Maybe I picked 1 or 2 of them up on my travels or were given to me. But I think these guys are mine. I think they are. First up is a classic. Obviously, it's a trap. It's Admiral Ackbar. This is one of my favourites when I was a kid. Some of the paint has gone out of his eyes. You can see it there. It's not particularly... We shouldn't have too many issues actually with focusing. Now we've swapped out our cameras and this one has a slightly better focus. Slightly. I'm looking to upgrade all the cameras. Well, he made a noise there when I done that to his legs. That hasn't happened to him for a long time. I loved this guy when I was a kid. When he came out in 1982. It's from the Return of the Jedi range. You can see his paint is pretty much all gone. Pretty much all gone here. For some reason he needs to turn his head around. I thought he made more sense that way. No? Like, I know he's got a mouth and all. But for some reason, it just made more sense to me that way. Yeah, he came with this weird baton, this kind of black cyber baton thing, a stick, basically, that didn't make any sense then, doesn't make any sense now. I don't know what to tell you. He's seen better days. You can see this kind of coloration here on his arms is a little bit lighter than what's on his chest, and I think this might have been... I don't know if this was all that white. As we said, we covered it on a bunch of times. The plastic starts to go. I can scrape it. You probably can't even see that there in the camera. I can scrape it and get some of the white in. I scrubbed this guy. I scrubbed him. Like, for real. Like, he was in the water. He had a bath with me. Again. And I scrubbed him. There's paint starting to come off on the shoulders. Whatever, they're old, you know. It's 1982, was it? 1982, Admiral Ackbar. A year after I was born. He's nearly as old as me. It's a sad life, Admiral. It's a sad life. Alright, who's next? Next up is Klaatu. Klaatu from Return of the Jedi as well. This is 1983. This is definitely... I definitely had this guy as a kid. Does his head move? No, I don't think that's it. There was a bunch of them where their head didn't move. I know that much. I always liked this guy. I don't know why. He has a likeable face. What did he come with? He came with this kind of weird bladed lance thing. Like a spear with a blade sticking out of it. It was a weapon that was reused a couple of times on a couple of different action figures. Including one that we're going to do next, actually. So, yeah, that's him. He's a Return of the Jedi as well. 1983. These guys have all been sitting in a box in my attic for a long, long time. Like, I was 2 when this guy came out. I definitely didn't get him when I was 2. 100%. I didn't. Let's be honest. Like, I wasn't 2 playing with him and eating him. So I got him a couple of years later. Probably not too much. Not too much, because I did go and see Return of the Jedi in the cinema when it came out, which I think was 1983, maybe even 1984 over here, and it ran for like a year or 2. So I remember going. I think my father has photos of bringing me to go and see Return of the Jedi. That's the only original that I got to see in the cinema. Well, I was like Klaatu. There's a guy called Nikto as well, if you get the reference. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto, which came later, but in Evil Dead. But was it the day the earth stood still? I'm nerding myself out now. What the robot said when he steps off the spaceship. So that's Klaatu. Sometimes they gave him weird names on purpose. There's one coming up in a minute that had he was given an action figure name, and then later on they gave him a real name, which is fair. Everybody needs their time to shine. This is Weequay from Return of the Jedi as well. He has the exact same weapon as Klaatu, as I said. Exact same. The kind of bladed lance thing. Now, with Klaatu, there was, I think, 2 different versions. There was a skiff guard version of Klaatu, and the one that you just seen there. This guy has been around forever. I was never mad on the action figures, on the Star Wars action figures that were, you were stuck with a stance with him. So this guy looks stupid without his weapon. Like, he doesn't make sense without his weapon. Does he? Without that lance. Like, what's going on here? Who stands like that without the weapon? And I can't find any of their weapons. Are you mad? I don't know where in their weapons. They probably ate them. Or flushed them down the toilet or something. I don't know what I done with them. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, maybe I have them. Maybe I have them somewhere. I doubt it. I doubt I have them. Let's be honest. I'd go as far as to say I definitely don't have my original Star Wars figures. He's 1983 as well. Like I said, came with the exact same weapon as Klaatu. Bit of a cop-out, because he's from the same batch, same year. Return of the Jedi as well. Last one for today. A favourite of mine. And I don't have him complete. This is Prune Face. Look at that handsome chap. Prune Face. He's 1984, Return of the Jedi as well. I think they gave him a real name. They called him Ori Marco. Originally, he was real cool. Actually, he came with this rifle blaster that had a strap on it, and he also had this weird wool kind of cloak with a big hood on it. He was actually pretty cool looking, because when he had the kind of sheath on him and he was covered up, you couldn't see it, and then you'd throw it back and you'd have the rifle. You'd have the rifle and this big stupid bollock head. Yeah, I like him. He's not in the worst shape ever. There's like a little bit of patchwork starting to go above the eyes, but not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can focus on him a little bit more. Can we? Maybe not. We're still a little bit better. I've seen a lot of people repainting these. I don't really see the point. I mean, it's so old. Like, well, what's he? 1994, 36 years old. Let him look like that. I'd say this is probably white as well, or maybe just like a slightly off white originally. They tend to go this way. As I said, he's particularly yellow on the back. I don't know why. Maybe he was the top of the box looking out a window or something. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, Prune Face. Look at him. I can bet you I can focus on him now. Watch. Look at that technology. Technology. Prune Face, yeah, 1984, rifle and a weird cloak. I've a load of Star Wars. I do. I keep doing this. Why do I keep doing that? Can I just talk normally? Can I not just talk normally? Betcha I can. Me normal will be like that. Half asleep. It's not that late right now. I'm going to do a couple more videos tonight and plan them out. I haven't been very good at planning out these videos. I really haven't. I should have like every Monday or whatever, but do I want to do them every week? I don't want to just do them when I want them. Do people care? I'm not really doing this for people, I'm kind of doing it for me. I'm only showing 4 toys off at a time, but if I wanted hits, I'd be doing like the full walk around the game room. But I don't have... Like, you can see some of the stuff behind me, but there's a lot more. Like, there's a lot more boxes upon boxes of stuff. We'll get to it at some stage. Anyway, that's it for now. That's 4 Star Wars figures, all from the Return of the Jedi line. I think I have older stuff as well. I have original stuff and I have Empire stuff somewhere. I have a Tauntaun somewhere, and I have a Wampa. Oh, I don't have any. I never had an X-Wing. Never. Never had an X-Wing. Never had a Millennium Falcon. Never had any of that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. Had an AT-AT. Had an AT-AT. That's well gone. I had a Rancor. I had loads of that stuff, but it's gone. You know, it's gone. I blame your family. Blame your family. I actually know where a lot of it is, but I ain't ever getting it back. Anyway, that's me. See you in a couple of days.